My name is Kevin Tate, and today is my wife's birthday. And so, like a good husband, I went down to Walmart and I ordered her a cake. And I noticed, though, that I'm very superstitious about baked goods, which sounds odd, I know, but all I needed was the cake. But I got a cart and I took the cart into the store and went to the bakery and you see, I've got this habit of dropping baked goods, cheesecakes, cupcakes, cakes. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a baked good, then it's vulnerable. And I don't know if I get the fumbles or what happens, but I get nervous, I get excited, something, and I drop baked goods all the time. So I asked the lady. I said, "Can you set that cake from the counter into my cart?" And she did. And I wheeled it all the way out to the car and very carefully put it in the back seat. Getting the cart as close to the car as I possibly could, so I didn't drop it. And then I even had my 10-year-old daughter come out and get it and carry it down the stairs and put it in the fridge when I got home because, God forbid I drop my wife's 34th birthday cake. So it's strange how we see patterns and we develop these superstitions, and now something very awkward and odd about yours truly, Kevin Tate. So anyway, the reason I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was that I find it peculiar that stand-up comics never really talk about what it's like to be a stand-up comic, and I don't know if you got to be slightly delusional to do this job in the first place. So maybe maybe it's just traumatic and nobody wants to talk about it. But at any rate, I want to talk about it because I think you have to be slightly delusional to do this. I mean, obviously we're attention seekers, right? We have this desire to take a microphone in our hand and stand up and talk for an hour with nobody else talking to several hundred people and hope that they laugh the whole time and love us for it. So we're definitely attention seekers. There's no doubt about that. But the other thing that I think about comics that is rather peculiar is that even though we have this desire to be liked and loved, we often have no cheerleaders, and that's the case with me, right? So when I brought this brilliant idea up to my wife, she looked at me with a frying pan flat face and said, "But Kevin, you're not funny." And so I was like, wow, yeah, that's kind of a check mark against you if you think you want to be a stand-up comic. Being funny would be quite good. So, and then the next day, my mom calls me and she says, "Kevin, Mandy and I talked about this stand-up comedy idea, and you don't have the budget for stand-up comedy. So now I'm not only funny, but I'm broke. I can't even afford to be here." And then my dad, the next day, good Catholic conservative man that he is, calls me and says, "When you going to Denver?" And I said, "Wednesday, Dad." He says, "Well, I need to talk to you before you go." I say, "Okay, Dad, I can make time. In fact, I got time now. How about I come over?" He gave me an hour-long discourse about the morality of stand-up comedy, the negative morality, obviously. He compared it to porn, and, well, no, he didn't go that far, but you get the picture, right? So Dad is concerned about my morals, and Mom is telling me I'm broke, and my wife is saying I'm not funny, and so I've got like all the check marks against me, and there's a good chance that this won't even go well tonight, actually. So at any rate, I'm looking for a cheerleader, I guess, and if there's an experienced cheerleader out there in the audience, then I really I could use some attention, I guess, if I'm just honest. So at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Tate. That's my time tonight. Thank you for listening, and good night.